Joker malware. Joker malware started appearing around 2017, and quickly became one of the most persistent threats on Android. It didn't spread through obvious hacks or suspicious files. Instead, it entered through normal-looking apps uploaded on the Google Play Store. These apps looked completely safe. Thousands of users downloaded them without hesitation. Once installed, Joker stayed hidden. In the background, it connected to remote servers, downloaded additional malicious code, and gained access to SMS messages and system permissions. Then it executed its main function, silently subscribing the user to premium paid services. It intercepted OTP messages, approved transactions on its own, and erased traces so the user wouldn't notice. The result? Users were being charged continuously without ever knowing why. Even after Google removed infected apps, new versions kept coming back, slightly modified, harder to detect. HummingBad. HummingBad was discovered in 2016, but by then, it had already spread to millions of devices. It was created by a cybercriminal group known as YingMob. Unlike simple malware, HummingBad was designed to take control of the entire device. It infected phones through malicious apps and third-party app stores. Once inside, it attempted to gain root access. If successful, it gained full control over the operating system. At that point, the attacker could execute any command, install apps, modify system files, inject ads, and run processes without restriction. The malware continuously communicated with command and control servers, receiving instructions in real time. Its primary function was ad fraud. It forced devices to click ads, install apps, and generate fake traffic. But the scale made it dangerous. Millions of infected phones were operating as a coordinated network. FluBot. FluBot began spreading heavily around 2020, targeting Android users across multiple countries. Its method was simple and highly effective. It spread through SMS messages. The messages were designed to create urgency, fake delivery notifications, missed calls, or account alerts. Each message contained a link. Once clicked, the user was redirected to a fake website and prompted to install an app. That app was FluBot. After installation, it requested accessibility permissions. If granted, it gained deep control over the device. It monitored screen activity, captured keystrokes, and specifically targeted banking and financial apps. Login credentials, card details, passwords, all collected and sent to remote servers. But FluBot didn't stop at stealing data. It accessed the contact list and automatically sent infected messages to others. Pegasus. Pegasus was first identified around 2016. It was developed by NSO Group, and it operates very differently from traditional malware. Pegasus doesn't rely on fake apps or obvious downloads. It uses advanced exploits, targeting vulnerabilities in operating systems and apps. In some cases, it spreads through what are known as zero-click attacks. A specially crafted message is sent to the target device. The user doesn't need to open it. The exploit triggers automatically. Once infected, Pegasus gains access to nearly everything. Call logs, messages, emails, location data. It can activate the microphone and camera. It operates silently. No visible indicators. No performance issues. No alerts. Communication with remote servers is encrypted and hidden. Agent Smith. Agent Smith was identified in 2019, and it primarily targeted Android users through third-party app stores. The infection started with a seemingly harmless app, often a game, utility tool, or media app. Once installed, the malware exploited known Android vulnerabilities. It then searched the device for popular installed apps. Apps like messaging platforms, browsers, or utility apps. Then it executed its core function. It replaced those apps with modified versions. The user still saw the same icon, the same interface. But the original app was no longer there. The replacement apps injected malicious code into normal operations. Primarily, they displayed ads and generated revenue. Stagefright. Stagefright was disclosed in 2015, and it exposed a critical vulnerability in Android's media processing system. Unlike typical malware, Stagefright didn't rely on installing apps. It targeted the system itself. Specifically, a component responsible for handling media files, videos and audio. The attack method involved sending a specially crafted MMS message. When the message reached the device, the media file inside it was automatically processed. No user interaction was required. In some cases, it could execute as soon as it was received. Once exploited, attackers could run arbitrary code on the device. This allowed access to data, system functions, and potentially full control. At the time of discovery, the vulnerability affected a massive number of Android devices worldwide. Hundreds of millions, possibly close to a billion.